welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Now, from the Metroplex, we join you from Jerry World, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you, the kicker, Chad Ryland. Gonna get things started. And off we go from Arlington. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
That one good for a dozen, and a very quick first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
That's to Ferguson once again. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Two straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 46, here's second down and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson, and he'll be stopped short of first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On play action, here's Dak. He's got a man, it's CeeDee Lamb. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Prescott to his main man, Lamb. CeeDee gets the Cowboys a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance. Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. A short throw caught by Ferguson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On third down, Prescott. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 1, second and goal. Williams, and this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From back at the 5, here now third and goal. Throwing is Prescott. And that is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. Now it's fourth and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. To return is Greg Dortch. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Cardinals come out and they are led by their quarterback, Kyler Murray. Man, time flies, Greg. The #1 overall pick in 2019. The 7th year for Murray leading the Birds.
Mike, I know we say this a lot. And I know sometimes we can be dramatic with our proclamations, but this really is an important year for Kyler Murray. The former #1 overall pick, he's had some ups and downs, dealt with some injuries. He needs to put it all together and have that breakout season. He needs to quiet all the doubters around the league about whether or not they need to continue to build this organization around him, because when he's played well, he's been amazing. It's just too inconsistent, and that's exactly what he's been working on. And I think his confidence going into this year puts him in a position to have more success.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. They'll run. It's Amari DiMercato. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. From the 43, here's second down and 5. From the gun, it's Murray. Off he goes. Murray, the former baseball player, knows how to slide, and he does it here after picking up the first down.
That's good for Cardinals. First down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They go play action with Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run. It's DeMercado. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Jadeveon Clowney there in run support.
Second down 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Murray. Catch made right side by Wilson. Now a 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Murray. He'll try to run for it. Uh-oh. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. He had all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cardinals move out to a 7-3 lead.
Cowboys 3.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's complete left side to Pickens. Down to the 10. And he will go all the way. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. Cowboys are on top. It's now 10-7. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll start out first down and 10. DeMarcado. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet, but they get him down. It's no gain.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
Here's a first carry for their running back. He is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that play.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
Have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield, and now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's third and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
So on fourth down, here's Pat O'Donnell to punt. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. Going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The drive begins with a run by Williams. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Dak. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They get 20 on the connection. That's good for a Dallas first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
On the play fake. Down. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. Again, Prescott to the air. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 10-7 is the score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the 2nd quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they go to work on 1st and goal. To the air again. Prescott. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On the ground, this is Williams. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Dallas.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cowboys will get out in front 17-7. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Amari DiMercado to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cardinals offense getting set to get back to work. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. On play action, Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one, and they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
Off the play fake. Here's Murray. That's to the tight end, Elijah Higgins. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Murray going to look to do it himself. And he'll get beyond the marker before giving himself up. That's a first down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
First and 10. On the ground, DeMercado. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not...
Oh, the ball's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And the Cardinal first down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Murray. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 3rd down, Murray. And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the first down. And that brings up 4th down.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
That's Jones in motion. Murray to throw for it on 4th down. That's taken in, and he's into the end zone. Michael Wilson, touchdown, Arizona.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll go with Williams. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. The open man is Tolbert. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Williams gets it on the draw. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, right back to Williams. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
It's another run here for Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
3rd and short. Prescott. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. And he will score. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown Cowboys. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Now, Aubrey for the extra point. He gets it to go. Cowboys go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This returnable, it's DeMercado. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cardinals offense and receiver Michael Wilson headed back onto the field. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That one caught by Wilson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and a couple. We'll try the right side this time. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. The RPO. That one is complete. Down the left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Here's Murray to throw. He set the screen to the receiver, Wilson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
17 yards. That's another Cardinals 1st down.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth 1st half. Greg and I, back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. From the gun, it's Murray. They're called in at the 2.
These are the worst. I had a couple of years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now It is 3rd and goal.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
Third and goal. Now it's Murray. He'll set up the screen to DeMercado. And he will score! Amari DeMercado. Touchdown, Cardinals. Now Ryland for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Cardinals cut the lead to 3, 24-21. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Prescott on first down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On second down, it's Dak. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. And on the return for the Cardinals, it's Greg Dortch. That's fielded at about the 18. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Cards offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. He takes off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He'll take off again. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second, as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. Card's going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. A throw on the move is caught. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Dortch now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cardinals offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. And he won't try to risk much more, sliding down a gain of 3.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Second down, Murray. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
He's got his tight end. That's McBride. They will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 25 yards, the pickup there. It's an Arizona 1st down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Yeah, so what I like here is it's not only a really good play call, but it was really well executed by the quarterback. So they used the bootleg to get their quarterback out of the pocket, change the launch point, and then they pair that with a really nice concept downfield. He uncovers, wide open, nice conversion. How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole, nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Murray. He's going to go up top here for McBride. That is caught. What a throw. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Extra point now by Ryland. He's got it, and the Cardinals have taken a 4-point advantage. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Trailed by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. It's Williams. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 5. On the option, here's Williams. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Tackle there by Mac Wilson.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Murray. That's caught downfield by McBride. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 27 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 16, and it's two nice plays to begin this drive.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And he will get into the end zone. Amari DiMercado. Touchdown, Cardinals. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
There's so many elements of this play, Mike, that are just so impressive. Not only the ability to break tackles and make guys miss, but then the speed to say, okay, I can make guys miss, but I can also take it to the house. I mean, there's just not a lot of backs in the league that have that combination skill set, and they're fortunate for them. They've got one here, and he makes a big play here for a touchdown.
Now Ryland for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Cardinals will extend this third quarter lead.
Cowboys 24.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Nice job by the return G as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Shotgun snap for Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Prescott now. A quick slant taken by Lamb. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Cardinals' 33-yard line.
A good spot here, second and a yard. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Finding room to the 20. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, Cowboys.
Good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Williams. And he'll take this one in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Dallas. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this 2-point try.
The Cowboys.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is knocked away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense. The try for 2 is unsuccessful.
Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense and running back Amari DiMercato set to take over once more. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. DiMercato. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Donovan Wilson will bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. Play action. It's Murray. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Cowboys have it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's made by Pickens. He's taken down just shy of the 10. 14 yards on that pass play there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
They run over center with Williams. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Williams, touchdown! And make it a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this 2-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Well, good jet sweep to try to pick it up, and he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Nothing fancy here. This was old school throwback smash mouth football, and they're able to pick up the 2-point play.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This returnable, it's DeMercado. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Cardinals offense and running back Amari DeMercado set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. He'll run. It's DeMercado. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. That's Jones in motion. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Deron Bland, good coverage, and he gets his hands on that one.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
He'll try to run for it. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
That's good. Cardinals first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Cardinals.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, DeMercado. And he'll get forward for a couple. Trayvon Diggs in on the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and 2. Now Murray. He'll try and get there up, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end. And he's in. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Extra point now by Riley. The kick is good, and the Cardinals have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, Here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. The throw on the run is complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Got a man, that's Tolbert. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this 4th quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
This one caught by C.D. Lamb. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. Back to throw is Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This is caught at the 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. A big play there on 4th down. Good for an even 20.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. One more time for Williams. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. 4th down and goal. They'll go for it. It's Williams. And he's got another one. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Dallas. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone.
And that could very well be the turning point of this game. Here we are in the second half, Mike. It would have been very easy for this coach to say, hey, take the points, let's chip away at that lead. And he said, no, I got a lot of confidence in our play caller. We have the perfect call for this situation. And now after that touchdown, they take the lead, and this game has flipped.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This returnable, it's DeMercado. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cards offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Rolling right. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 35 yards.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
2nd and inches. Here's a run going left. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
He's got his man. It's Harrison. They pick up 17 through the air. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Cardinal.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
And he'll give himself up here, but that's a gain of 5 on 1st down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Murray. There he goes again. And he's going to slide down with the 1st down inside the 5. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. DeMercado. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A field goal only ties it. When you find yourself this close, you're thinking 6. Let's take the lead. But now after that first down loss, it really changes the approach now on 2nd and 3rd. You have to at least come away with points.
Now a 2nd down throw for Murray. And he's in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Now Ryland for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cardinals have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Short kick taken at the 17. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The play action. It's Prescott. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. The tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. 1 first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
Open man downfield. It's C.D. Lamb. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
They'll run. It's Williams. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run it with Williams. He's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Big play. 3rd and goal coming up. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
4th down. Here's Dak. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This returnable, it's DeMercado. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cardinals offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. That's Harrison in motion. On 1st down, it's Murray. Quick slash into the hands of Wilson. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
Murray now on 2nd down. Back left side, that's the tight end, McBride. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. Arizona will take its 1st timeout. Clock will stop. 70 seconds left to go in this game. Now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Murray. That's caught over the middle, it's Wilson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
That's caught downfield by Harrison. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on 4th down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Throwing again is Murray. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. And to stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Murray's going to throw again. He'll set up the screen to DeMarcado.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Second down, 8 for the first down. They'll run. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.